What's up, everybody? Seas Life family, good to see y'all again. My name's John, if you haven't made it to this channel before, and I wanted to introduce you to a new series that I'm starting. It's called Walking with Friends.
What's up?
So the premise of this new video series is to take a walk with someone and to get to know them, their story, maybe discuss the area. But this is a brand new episode series, it's episode 1, and we're gonna go for a walk. So this is my friend Nick.
What's up, y'all?
How you doing today, bro?
Doing gravy.
We are out here in Madisonville, Louisiana. This is a really special, unique area that we call Lake Road. And today we're gonna take you on a little walk. We're gonna show you some of the sights and the sounds. And we got some cool stories that you might like.
Let's go.
Let's go. So here we are, and right now we're on this bridge. This bridge takes you, what do we call this, Nick?
Alligator Alley.
Alligator Alley. And these canals that are cut back here in the deep part of Madisonville, they take you all over the southern marshlands, is that right?
I don't know. I'm not positive. I can tell you a story about this, though.
Yeah, please do.
If you're brave enough, you'll wakeboard down this alley. And I've had a friend that did it once, and he claimed to have jumped over an alligator.
No kidding, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, you go down that alley.
BB.
BB, huh?
Uh-huh.
That's his name? You're guaranteed to
Yeah,
see
you know BB.
a couple dozen alligators, if not more. It's a pretty unique area. I will say this, a lot of this area down here in the south is very uncharted. And if you have been down it, you're probably one of very few. But Nick, you grew up in this area, right?
I grew up here.
So this is your stomping grounds?
Stomping grounds.
What do you think about growing up in a place like this?
I think it's a privilege to not be, to grow up in a peaceful place like this and not be influenced like you would in a big city.
Sure.
Most likely for not good things, you know?
Yeah, you can get caught up in the big city, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I know we both agree on one thing, which is getting out in peace and nature is an area where we can find rest and a lot of comfort. And down here in Madisonville area, we have a lot of waterways. So what you just saw right there is a kind of an offshoot tributary of the Chifuncta River, which is one of the bigger water systems down here in the Madisonville, Louisiana area. You spend a lot of time boating on the Chifuncta, huh?
All the time.
Yeah.
I think I put 250 hours on a boat one summer.
Wow. That's probably,
On
probably a lot of hours, huh?
On the red Mastercraft.
Okay.
You remember?
Yeah, I think I remember
Ski boat.
maybe 2016, 2017 summers. We were waking up, starting the day before anybody got in the water, no waves.
No, this was before. I'm
Before
not
that.
sure if, yeah, this was in high school.
Well, we've got a lot of years and a lot of memories, so it can be
Yeah.
hard to keep up with. But this road right here particularly connects the downtown area of Madisonville to where the mouth of the Chifuncta enters into Lake Pontchartrain. And man, it's so unique because, as you can see, this road is not very wide. So even right now, we just had a hurricane come through about 2 weeks ago. And so there's still a lot of flooding back here. Even part of the road was completely covered with water.
What was the hurricane?
It's called Francine, I think.
Francine.
We have so many, we already forget, you know? It's like one to the next. But yeah, it's interesting because being settled between the marsh and the river like it is, you almost wonder, like, one day, how would this not all just be covered over with water, right?
I know. Like, look, show them the river. It's right there.
Yeah, so we got the river right here. As you can see, there's a boat
The water's
in the background.
high there right now, so.
The water is very high. But I can't tell you how many times I've been back here after a storm, and this, I mean, just the landscape completely changes,
Yeah,
right?
all of this will be flooded right after a storm.
I will say though, coming back here after a storm, you get an opportunity to maybe like collect some treasures or some items. Like we used to come back here and look for driftwood. You ever done that?
No.
No? Oh, we
Yeah,
found some good pieces.
Who with Captain?
Maybe
Captain
Captain
Mike?
or maybe BB. But
I never got driftwood, but I know it's valuable.
yeah, cypress, sinker cypress driftwood down here is worth a pretty penny. Down in this, marshy area of Louisiana, there was a lot of old virgin cypresses. Wow, look at that view. That's incredible.
It's God's weather.
Look at that. We got to show them what this looks like. I don't know if you can see in the distance there. That is the Madisonville Lighthouse, which our walk will take you to very soon. Excited to show you. But anyway, a lifetime of growing up in this area sure makes for a lot of good memories, eh?
Oh yeah, it's finally starting to cool down now.
Yeah.
Got some breeze. We got some ease. And we got some stees with C's life.
C's life, shout
Baby.
out. Shout out. Yeah, so, you know, one thing about being over here in this area is the susceptibility to a lot of storms and a lot of flooding. And so where we're going here in a minute, you'll see there's a boat launch. It's starting to become more of a makeshift boat launch after all these storms, but
Yeah.
man, it's seen some rough days in its time, huh? What would you say is one of the best things about growing up near the river, Nick?
Being near the river.
Being near the river. Amen.
Yeah, I have a very deep love for the Tchefuncte River, as brackish as it is.
Right.
Brackish doesn't determine quality of water, by the way.
You're right about
It
that.
does not. Just because it's brackish doesn't mean it's dirtier than blue water.
And funny enough, a lot of the fish that are considered to only be freshwater or saltwater can live in brackish water. I got to point out, Nick, over here in the distance, you'll see where this boat has docked. So growing up, and this has been probably over a decade, there used to be a big sandbar out there. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Saw my first dead alligator there as a kid. It was the biggest alligator I've ever seen
No kidding.
to this day.
I definitely remember as a kid we would go out there and fish the backside of the sandbar and we'd catch these big old catfish.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, dude, just these monsters. Because they would want to get in like the still, deep water. And especially since there was a lot of human traffic, I'm sure there was a lot of food kind of getting tossed out there, so they knew where to congregate. But basically over the years, that area has kind of gotten washed out as far as the sandbar goes, but people still remember it and they still seem to park thinking it's there, huh?
Yeah, you can still parking lot pimp over there with a boat.
Oh man.
I did it 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah, just chilling.
You still get out on the boat often?
Not the boat that I have, because
Right.
termites destroyed it.
Oh man.
But yeah, just whoever I'll occasionally get some invites.
You wouldn't think termites would get to a boat, but how do you think that happened?
I don't know. For some reason in the neighborhood that I live in, the termites have always been terrible. So I'm not sure why. I don't know if that has to do with being closer to the river or what.
Interesting. Can't say I know a ton about termites, but sorry to hear you lost your boat. Yeah, I still, so we got a family boat. We got a little 19-foot like center console flatboat, you know that. And we still get out on the water quite a bit. When you live down here in this area, not having a boat definitely limits how much fun you can have.
Yeah, it does.
Because these waterways, they run all throughout our towns and really just gives us a lot of joy and activities to do on the weekends. But 250 hours, going back to what you said, that's a lot of hours for a summer.
Yeah.
You basically lived on the water, huh?
I think the boat actually died after that because we forgot to winterize it. The engine block cracked. It was tragic after that summer. Yeah.
So it looks like...
And just strictly amateur moves, you know?
Right.
But
Looks like we've got a couple of fellas heading out on the boat today. Don't know what they're going to do, but I think we call that river rat lifestyle.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is, just get out there, you know?
River life to the next life.
River life. So this is a parking lot that kind of built up over the years. Used to be more wooded, but they really opened it up, threw some gravel in. So you got a lot of good parking if you're gonna go launch. I can remember coming here a lot in high school. This was just kind of like a cool little hangout spot.
Yeah?
Gotta find something to do when you're a kid, right?
What'd you used to do here in high school?
Oh man, used to just congregate with friends, kind of what we're doing right now, you know?
Okay.
Just really seize life and just enjoy being outside. I mean, we've seen the landscape of the Madisonville, Mandeville area down here changed significantly. Because pre-Katrina, you know, it was just a little rural wooded town, and now it's really grown a lot.
Yeah, it's grown a lot. It's still not big, just worse traffic, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's trying to move out now, you know? But this area sits on the north side of Lake Pontchartrain, which is right behind us here, and
Yeah, so this is right here is where the Tchefuncte meets Lake Pontchartrain, right here.
that's
Right
it.
there.
This is the mouth of the river, so if you could see deep in the background, that's the Causeway Bridge that connects Mandeville to New Orleans, 24-mile continuous bridge over water. Used to be the longest bridge in the world until China built one.
Go freaking head. Every time.
China's always got to outdo us, huh?
Every time. Mm-hmm.
We're really bringing you over to a pretty special place over here. I'm gonna turn it over to you, Nick. I really want to get some narration on what this place is to you, because I know you got a lot of fond memories.
Oh man,
What are we walking up on?
Yeah, this was the jump spot.
Okay.
This is the Madtown ship.
Madtown
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah, I'd say like sophomore, junior year. This is where we were jumping off that ship. It used to be twice as high. It's so rusted out that it's pretty much collapsed. And yeah, I used to jump off of that and hit the bottom almost every time, but you know, it was sand. So
what's the story with this ship? I mean, we all know it's been here a long time. You know why it eventually got here, or when it got kind of shipwrecked?
man, that's a Captain Mike question.
Okay.
But
We'll have to bring him in for an episode.
yeah. But yeah, there was a scene in Green Lantern that was shot here actually.
Okay. Yeah.
And the bridge that we came from, they jumped that in that
awesome.
movie. Also.
Yeah. So this ship really is a treasure. It's kind of interesting that the city of Madisonville would have never had it removed.
It's pretty iconic to Madisonville, you know.
Right.
Absolutely.
I know that there's been plenty of photographers to come back here and just take some stunning photos. I mean, even when you go to the like the farmers markets, like you'll see like a lot of like different type of arts and ceramics and different things that all kind of have this boat with the sunset.
Yeah.
And then the lighthouse, which is a little bit farther up here. I'm gonna get a little adventurous for y'all out here and get through this water. Probably have some wet socks by the end of it, but it'll be worth it, right? I can't help but show you what this looks like. So this Madisonville boat must have missed seeing the lighthouse one stormy night years ago. This river and this lake has fed these North Shore cities of New Orleans for many years as ports. They even used to bring lumber all the way up the river to Covington. And so maybe this ship has a history of doing some of those same services for these people. But if you look in the background, I'll bring you in. That is the Madisonville Lighthouse. Definitely an icon in this area. I've explored it a few times in my life, taken the boat out, anchored down. I've even gone up it once. It's pretty old, it's pretty rickety. Go at your own risk. But just what a marvel of a place. Just absolutely stunning. Beauty that you can't find just anywhere. And that is really the gift of what living in southern Louisiana is all about. You made it.
I found a little,
Found a path.
a little
Had to keep those shoes dry.
wiggy way.
Yeah, no, I was just really just letting everybody know just like what a gift it is to have this. Like this site right here
Yeah.
is so unique to this area. I mean, this is legendary stuff right here. And I don't know the story of of this house, but this was built probably within the last 10, 15 years, and it could be a caretaker's house or something to do with the Madisonville, because there's a historic association for the lighthouse, right?
With this here?
Just kind of like a historic lighthouse association that kind of cares for that and like this area.
Yeah, apparently they're trying to do some things with like making a connecting walkway
Really?
to that island.
Wow.
I talked to a photographer here like 2 weeks ago about that.
That'd be incredible.
But yeah, all sorts of photographers. There's this one photographer, Fire X Johnson.
Okay.
You know him?
No.
He sits on top of his car and takes amazing
Wow.
shots of the sunset and the lighthouse on the ship.
You know, as much as I love camping, I'm actually surprised that I've never tried to camp back here. Have you ever camped back here?
Back here?
Done any like primitive camping in this area, like around the lighthouse or around this parking lot area?
No, I haven't.
Might have to add that to the list.
Yeah. Something else about that island where the lighthouse is. Apparently, it's infested with snakes.
It is. It actually is. Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This probably was in the last 2 years. I was mentioning before you came over that I docked the boat out there, and so they have a door at the bottom, and usually the Madisonville police like to chain it up, but
Oh, the lighthouse?
yeah, but somebody had cut it off, so it was open at the time, and it's missing a few stairs to get up, so you kind of have to climb to the first part, but it's a little bit sketch, you know, because it's got a lot of rust.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a lot of snakes in there, and we were careful, that's for sure.
Oh, was it you that was telling me there was one hanging when y'all went in, like above your head? A snake?
I don't remember.
Maybe it was Mike.
Yeah, maybe so.
I've only been up there once, but it was awesome.
It
Was a full moon.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's a great time to go. Yeah. So, well, I hope that if you're out there and you stuck with us at this point, you've enjoyed our first episode, Walking with Friends, down here in Lake Road, Madisonville. If you ever have the opportunity and you're in the area, I'd highly suggest coming to check this out. Definitely leave you with some good memories.
Madtown does not clown.
Madtown is not
Remember
clown.
that.
We've got tons of sayings down here, and Nick can always leave you with some good ones. He's got a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts, my brother?
No.
Good.
No.
Well, thanks for being along, man. Appreciate your time today.
Yeah, man.
And we'll leave y'all on a really incredible sunset. Hope that you've enjoyed watching. Hope that you're out there staying inspired.
Seize life.
Seize life. Adios.